I'm surprised it didn't explode.
It's sweet and not sugar.
So we try to eat healthy, but we eat bad, but we try to balance out our eating, right?
I just need to eat anything I can.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, did you?
You-
Lena, give me your
I
card.
have my cards already, and I sorted mine.
Someone thought I had. Someone thought I had.
This is why she keeps doing that.
That's not what
She
you
touches
do.
me, and then I do it back.
Mom,
So, can I have your cards so I can
Mommy.
shuffle it? I'm gonna deal the cards. Thank you.
Mom, I
One,
was
two,
walking in
three.
across the neighborhood, and this old lady thought I had.
You want your
I
cards?
thought I had house arrest on my ankles.
She said what?
She thought I had house arrest on my ankles, and she started walking faster. I was laughing.
Yeah. You had your weights on there.
Yeah, are you trying to press her?
Yeah, I'm Felicia Pendergrass, and I've been a stay-home mom for 14 years. We have Teddy the third, he's 14, Elena, she's 12, and Alexia is 7. I've also been blessed through those years to revisit the fact that I like to sing, something that, I spoke about and lost, but I was able to find it again. I've always sang like my whole life. When I went to college, that's when I got sick, and that's when everything kind of went kaput for me. Not kaput, just kind of over the years it progressed to that. But while I was in college, I actually majored in visual merchandising. So I've always been like a visual person, an artistic person on many levels, not just music. And one song is called Lollipop. And so yeah, that's out, and that was super exciting. It was a little risque for my, I say, like you got Jennifer Lopez out there swinging on a stripper pole, and you have Mariah Carey out there, she wears her tight things and she's a mom, and you have Beyonce out there doing her thing, and I'm like, I've been closed in for so long, I just had to tell myself to realize that it's okay for me to be a woman and show that part of myself, although I always still have that conscious part of me to say, my kids are watching, and I want what I do, I want them to be able to see it. I met Dad, it was, we went to a movie. Ted and I went to a movie, and he loved to go to the movies. It was weird because I never really knew what to call him. Like, I'd be like, I'm Mr. Pendergrass. Forever. Like, I did that for like a year straight. And then he was like, daughter, Felicia, come in here for a second. And he was like, you can call me Dad if you want. And I was like, I said, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that, because I didn't make it a practice of calling men Dad just because my dad passed when I was so young. And I had stepfather, but I just never did that. And because I didn't feel it. And I've always been a person that is very upfront and not afraid to say what I'm feeling, and I just don't do things just to do them. So he was like, oh, okay. He said, I just noticed you kind of never know what to call me. And I'm like, I know, I don't, but, said maybe one day, So the first time I called him Dad was on my wedding day. And so before he left, I said, okay, I'll see you later, Dad. And he just kind of looked at me, so that from that point on, I called him Dad. It was really cool because he wanted to be such a pop and I wanted him to be, because, I knew he had limitations, but I was like, what can I do to like make him like, feel like he was a part of raising the kids and stuff. And so with little Teddy, it was so funny because since he was our first, I had that boy, so I'm like, okay, we got a Teddy Pendergrass the third, and he was all, proud. So with Elena, we actually found a way, I strapped her to him, so she was the first one that he was actually able to hold. So we have pictures of him holding her, and his smile was so bright, so it made me feel good to be able to like include him on that kind of thing with the kids.